The question is, do I have what it takes to make this review epic? Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. As the world falls, young Furiosa is snatched from the green place of many mothers into the hands of a great biker horde led by the warlord Dementis. Anya Taylor-Joy is Furiosa. Also, the younger Furiosa is fantastic too, played by Alia Brown. She has to tackle a lot in the first hour of the film. Yeah, I said first hour. Anya Taylor-Joy doesn't even show up till the 1 hour mark in the film. But first, with the younger Furiosa, there's so much in her performance that she has to engage with us as the audience to fully buy her emotions and what's happening to her. Specifically, with the situation of her being kidnapped and what happens to her mother. It's all so tragic. It's like a Shakespearean epic. And then you fast forward an hour later, you get Anya Taylor-Joy bringing this violent, vengeful, hateful spirit into this character, and she's absolutely amazing. It's all with her eyes. That is probably the greatest part in her acting in general, but specifically in this role, her eyes tell you everything you need to know about Furiosa, the tragedy that she has gone through, and her mission to get Chris Hemsworth, who absolutely kills it in this film. Dementis is the new big baddie in town, and when I tell you, you will love how much you hate him, I mean you will freaking love Chris Hemsworth in this role. An outrageous villain that has a very interesting vocabulary. And he's not just some mustache twirling bad guy. He gets his hands dirty just as much as his minions, and sometimes he shoots his minions in the back. Every time Chris shows up on screen as this character, he chews up the scenery and you cannot stop but look in awe in his performance. And I'm just saying that nose is Oscar worthy. Props to the makeup department. Now for what I'm about to say, it may sound like I'm saying this movie's better than Fury Road, but no it's not. Fury Road is like the standard of being a modern day action masterpiece. This movie though has something that Fury Road lacked. Just a little bit of it. And that's an emotional heft, an emotional impact. From beginning to end, from childhood to adulthood, Furiosa is at the center of this story where she goes through loss after loss after loss, not talking, keeping everything inside with one mission to go after the lovely Chris Hemsworth. But seriously, it brings a more enriching character journey, and best of all, a fulfillment, especially with how they end her arc. Mad Max Fury Road, that score is absolutely incredible, and yet again, he brings something unique to the table. First half of the film, it's almost like an eerie whisper, like a soft wind hitting your back. And it's like that for the first 30 minutes to an hour, where the music isn't as loud and bombastic compared to Mad Max Fury Road. As the movie progresses further and more violent in Furiosa's journey, the music tends to get louder and louder and louder. And of course, the action and stunt work in this film is absolutely stupendous. Even though some moments do take you back to Fury Road, it's not a negative. It actually brings a fresh and unique style to the action, like a new layer on top of something that we've already seen and appreciate. Speaking of additions and new layers, we have the world building in this film that is actually greatly increased. The different factions that were mentioned or briefly seen in Fury Road get a heavier presence in this story. With Gastown, Bullet Farm, and the Citadel, we get more of a feeling of how this society works together. There's really not a lot of negatives that I have with this film. This movie is fantastic, but if I were to say some nitpicks, the CGI can take me out of certain sequences that go by. Luckily, they are very quick, and it just happens in a split moment. And it sucks because in Fury Road, I felt like George Miller did a great job of blending practical and CGI and making it feel altogether real. And it's kind of crazy, that movie's 9 years old, and this movie is in 2024. It should be a bit better in quality, I would think. You do feel the runtime at times, but it is justified because of how big this story truly is. Bottom line, Furiosa is epic in every sense. With fantastic action and a story that is elevated by Anya Taylor-Joy and a crazy performance by Chris Hemsworth, I gotta give this movie a solid 8.5 out of 10. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this review. It really means a lot. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and also don't forget to be blessed.